Hey Whiskey Taste Buds, Adam with Blue Collar and Scholar Whiskey pairing here again for another day of the Kensington Wine Market Whiskey Advent Calendar, Reveal and Review. Today is December 21st, and a special addition to the video today is Greg Cran, who's the scholar in Blue Collar and Scholar. So he's been able to join us today, and he's going to help us with the tasting notes and the review. So yeah, today is another whiskey from Douglas Lang. This one is Timorous Beastie. Timorous Beastie is another expression from their Remarkable Regions of Malt line, and this one is for the Highland region. So in this whiskey there's a little bit of Dalmore, some Glengarry, Glengoyne, and a few other distilleries as well. So Greg, you ready to...
Let's give it a try.
Give it a go?
Yeah.
All right. This is bottled at 46.8% ABV. What are you getting on the nose, Greg?
Interesting. A little bit of tobacco. Can't differentiate between Players or de Maurier, but it's certainly it's tobacco.
Okay. I'm getting kind of honey, some salty notes like a sea breeze.
Bit of grain.
This lovely nose.
Yeah, fall grain.
Some dried fruit in there, and a bit floral too.
Yes, it's starting to pick up more floral.
This, I don't know if I showed you that already, but that's the color. It's a nice light kind of straw color.
Shall we?
Yeah. Splash. So right off the palate, like right from the get-go, I get sort of orchard, like crisp apple.
Yeah.
And then like a little bit later, not quite the finish, but a little bit later, I get like a fruity saltwater taffy candy. And more floral, but it's like a heathery floral, which is odd to me.
There's a little bit of caramel, but interestingly, there's a bitterness to it, slight bitterness that gives it, I think, that salty type of flavor.
I think we're getting a lot of real different characters, because from each of those distilleries, you're talking about different casks as well. So there's going to be some sherry in there. And so definitely some ex-bourbon. So I think with these blends, it's really interesting that you can get so many different layers of character in the palate and the nose.
The complexity of it is that, for me, the tastes fuse together. There's a bit of more fusion in it than I would normally expect. But I think largely because there are a number of different single malts that would highlight my confusion anyway.
So the finish... I'm getting fairly long spice, like a peppery spiciness, and there's even like a savory note to me, like on the very end of sort of like the tail end of the finish.
Yeah, I agree. It is a long finish. Just a slight bitterness, but not one that's harsh. It's more floral.
Okay.
If you can bring floral,
like chewing on some wildflower leaves, petals,
something like that. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is a fantastic dram. I rated this one, and for Highland, for me, it's fairly generous, but I rated it at 9.2 out of 10.
Yeah, I would agree. Cilantro.
See you tomorrow.